before Dichterbank Church was planted in 1996 down here in the valley, I used to come up here and pray for the church plant, really trusting God that He would do something so special there. But more than that, I would pray that God would birth a church that would have a heart for the nations, because God had promised us that out of this work, a church would be born that would send people to the ends of the earth. And here we are 29 years later, and we find ourselves as Regions Beyond on 6 continents, in some 30 plus nations, over 300 churches across the world. How faithful God has been. And I remember sitting and standing here calling out to God. The nation of Lesotho is before me here in the distance, and saying, Lord, we'll begin with that nation, but then take us on to the next one and the next one. And as I've said, God has been so faithful to His word over us. Brothers and sisters, we enter a month now where across the world, in all these churches, whether they're in the villages of Lesotho or the great cities of Europe or North America, we are gathering in an offering, which I have called a Barnabas offering. You see, in November, I will be handing over the primary leadership of Regions Beyond to Fuzi Mokoena and a very, very capable team. And I want to call on you, as we've done in our own local church, to be like Barnabas. We know in Acts chapter 4, he takes a field that he owned and he sells it, he takes the proceeds and he lays it at the apostles' feet. Such a commitment to the vision they had laid out, such a commitment to them, such a belief in the vision that Jesus had left the early church. And so he buys in, he gives himself totally to this vision. And that's been my longing for this offering at this very, very special time of ours. I'm hoping that as we gather from the nations for legacy, that each church will bring in a gift that we can place before our leaders, our apostles, and say, we are with you. We've had a great 29 years, but Jesus promised greater things to come. And so, brothers and sisters, thank you for your sacrifice, your commitment. I pray that you'd seek the Lord, say, Lord, what is my field? And really trust Him that we can do something so outrageous that the very last thing that Fuzi and his team will think about next year are resources. They can get on and start to take us further, wider, deeper, loving God, keeping our focus on Jesus in all that we do. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you to all of you who are traveling out to this very, very remote place in November. The field is ready, the tents are on order, all the facilities are in place. We can't wait to welcome you and worship together. Thank you to all of you who will be contributing to this offering. I am so grateful. God bless you, and I'm sure I'll see you in the nations. Bye for now.